Hey guys! So today I was thinking we would do a greenhouse tour. I have a lot of plant videos coming up, so I thought a great way to start off the series is by doing another tour. Now obviously it's summer, so we have my produce plants. This has produced one tomato, but you can see we have more flowers coming. This is my eggplant. It's produced one already and we cut it right there, that's where it was, but we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 more. I have a guaranteed one more, because you see once the flower closes and looks like this, that's going to be producing an eggplant. We have another tomato plant. This one's actually much better than the previous. It has produced 7 tomatoes already. One of them accidentally fell off while it was still green, while I was trying to pollinate the flowers by shaking the plant. However, I guess that's okay because now the plant can put more energy into flowers and making more tomatoes. So once we get past my shed, see, it's a mess. I just filmed another video that will be going up shortly after this one. But let's start off on the top shelves. I have one over here, one over here. So this is a avocado. It had a very large bend in it, going this way from the way the light was positioned while it was growing. So I cut it down to this little shoot and braced it, and now it looks much better. Here we have some yew tree cuttings that seem to be growing very nicely. I've had them for a few weeks and they're doing great. I've had these for a few months and they're called zombie plants, at least on Amazon there are. And this is a weed. As y'all can just see, you touched it and it dies. It plays dead and then it will reopen. Why does it do that? I don't know, but that one does. Then down here we have a bell pepper, and if we look closer we do have some germination going on. I will show you how I get this to happen. That'll be in a future video. Here I believe this is a strawberry plant. I was trying to grow strawberries and this is what came out of it. So I don't know if this is what it actually is or not, so I'm just gonna see. Here we have some tomatoes. Y'all will see these. You will see these in my next video, plant video at least. So these I've had for a week or so, and they had a 3-day drought, so that's why I only have 5 and not 15. And then over here we have this huge cactus. They obviously get a lot bigger. I'm just keeping mine small by removing leaves and whatnot. Here is one of the discarded leaves that I thought I did my best to try to discard and not have it root. However, it definitely proved me wrong. Y'all can't see it in video, but it is rooting, which drives me crazy because I tried getting rid of it. Here we have some green onions that I'm growing outside. I usually grow them in little jar glasses, in little cups of water inside. However, these seem to be doing just fine. As you can see, I cut this one down a little bit because I harvested it. I tried growing romaine. I didn't know how to grow romaine at this point when I was doing these, so this was an ultimate fail, but I do know how to grow them now. Here's an aloe vera. I have another aloe vera. I have a little pothos I'm trying to get to root. Another aloe vera. I have some lavender seeds. I have some avocado seeds. More avocados over here. This is strange. I have never seen this before, but I don't know if y'all can see, but this is 1, 2, and then there's a 3rd branch coming out of this one. I believe this one is dead. This one has been dying. However, there are 2 more behind it, which is extraordinary. I've never seen that happen before. And then same with this seed. It's like one side is huge and the other side is itty bitty, but it seems to be rooting, so I'm gonna leave it to its odd ways. Here's a pineapple that I grew from the top from a pineapple from the store. I will probably be making another video once we get another pineapple head, and I'll show y'all how to grow that. Here is another avocado I grew about 2 years ago. I would say it's about 2.5 to 3 feet tall, and it's doing really well. Here's the first one. The first, I have 2, but this was the second out of the first 2 I grew. I repotted it, and as you can see, it's wilted and it's dropped all of its leaves. However, this is completely normal for some avocados to do this while being repotted. However, new shoots will come out and it should be just fine. Remove that dead tip. There we go. If it's not, then I don't know what happened, because my other one in the front yard did this, but is now growing new shoots. Now over here, which I kind of forgot to talk about, are some more tomato seeds right here. I planted these about 2 to 3 days ago, and then we already have some right here. We should be getting more everywhere else. Here I have some bell peppers. It took me like a month to grow. However, I fixed my ways and I now know how to grow them. Rude. Down here, these are, I believe, tomato seeds. Pretty sure these are tomato seeds. And then, very foolishly, I planted 4 more over here, even though there's plenty of space on this one. But I do have more coming, so it's okay. Here we have some sweet pea vine mix. And this one's vacant. These seeds are, the ones that are supposed to be in here are soaking. And then that's for inside the greenhouse. And then if we come outside the greenhouse, we have my for sale rack, I guess. So this one and this one are rooting. So is this one. However, these 2 aren't. So that's a shame. I did have dill in these tomatoes, and I did have thyme in these 2. However, I don't know what's wrong. You can see the soil has been like drained out from the rain coming from the roof. I mean, it killed the plants. So that was very annoying to find out on what happened. But in the back where the plants were safe, I have 1, 2 avocados, and then I have this nice Basil Plant. I took off the majority of the larger leaves, so that's left a lot of room for new leaf growth. Here we have some moss that's going to be put into a actual paludarium, which will be a future video. I'm still working on it. Here I have some Sphagnum Moss that I'm hoping to grow, hopefully. And over here I kind of have my, again, this guy was in, y'all could hear him, if y'all watch my next video, y'all can hear him in how I grow tomato seeds. So here I have some succulents. I'm starting some succulents over here. You can see the leaves and stuff. Some of them have rooted, some of them have not. Some of them have little babies on them. And ones that have babies get moved into a larger, deeper container. As you can see, the depth difference between these 2. And this just enhanced growing because they have more root growth downwards, which helps with growth. Here we have this exact same plant that y'all saw in the little owl pots. It was knocked over and it grew. It was like this and it grew upwards while I was on vacation. So I cut it down and I put other cuttings into another pot. Here we have another one, and it's just been like asexually reproducing. See, it makes little babies on its own, which is pretty cool. This, I'm for sure will put this up for sale eventually. Not this entire plant, however, some of the newer babies that are coming up, like these 2 are newly babies. And then up top, I have my Venus Flytrap. It's a subadult, and it's doing great. Obviously, some of the traps are dying, and that's just because the trap's last meal, and after they eat 2 to 3 meals, the trap will die. I've had it for about a week, and within that week, this fresh trap actually caught a bug, which I thought was quite amazing. And so did this one. No, that one actually has a pretty nice red color on the tint on the inside. And here we have this one opening up. It looks like it caught what seems to be a mosquito, and I'll take some tongs and remove it. However, it's just starting to open back up, and this is the first time I've seen this trap. You can see this is a B52, meaning it has a nice red inside, and it will get even redder. And they have much larger traps, as you can see, once they've fully grown, compared to your other types of Venus flytraps. The only plants I have inside are these. I have another succulent that I've had for a few years. I obviously trim it down and new shoots come out. And I have my herb grower, some thyme, dill, curly basil, parsley, and then more basil in the back. Here's one of the cuttings off of this plant. And then here I have some jades. I then have a Nepenthes pitcher plant. Not sure what morph. I'm waiting for it to get bigger. And then over here, I have a bonsai. I have a orchid that's produced 3 beautiful flower sprigs. I'm waiting for the new flower sprig to come. And then over here, I have my bonsai. And that concludes my plants inside.